everybody, we're going to be talking a little bit about onions. I'm not sure, I can't remember whether I did or didn't, but I probably did. Probably about 5-6 years ago or something. Make a video about onions because in the, I don't know whether you want to call it medieval or 16, 17, 1800s, maybe, yeah, about then, in this time, doctors put onions into people's houses to keep infections away. That's what they did. So hopefully I'm going to find that, but I do remember it. I watched it. And the one thing they said was that, when you think you've got salmonella poisoning from some disastrous meat at a restaurant, or you get the runs or whatever it is, what the program was saying was that because an onion, which is why the doctors use them, is very absorbent to anything once you cut it and it's open to the air. Basically, what people must sometimes do is cut onions up, leave them out on the worktop for a few hours a day, then cut them up and put them in a salad or put them in the food, and the onion's not cooked properly, and it's actually the onion that's poisoning you, not the meat. I thought that was very interesting ages ago, but as I say, they're looking at onions as ways to cure colds. But onions were used by doctors. No, there's no more there, there's just only one comment. They were used by doctors many, many centuries ago. Well, for this next part of the video, I'm joined by the lovely Amy.
Hello, lovely Karen.
How are you, my darling? You okay?
Oh, just fine. And you?
Hanging in there, Amy. Hanging in there.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
The subject I was talking about today was onions. You said that you'd heard of it as well, that onions were something doctors used to use.
Yeah, I thought I heard that they could use it like for infections or something. If somebody had an infection, the onion would draw all the poison out. So that because they kind of take on the poison and the germs, and the onion would actually draw that out. I know I heard that years ago.
Yes, and guess what? Doctors was using it, and it was natural.
Yes, that's the best.
I mean, obviously, onion is not going to cure everything, but for a lot of things, we can cure ourselves. We obviously just have to go and get a bit of farmer, don't we?
Oh, exactly.
So what doctors used to do was they used to cut the onion, I don't know, or even put 4 onions in each corner of the house downstairs and ward off things from that house.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
And I think people still do it today, people that used to remember about it.
Yeah.
Because I saw an article where a girl was doing it in Ireland to try to stop catching something. She put an onion in the corners of her house, and they were saying that it's in the article they were saying that's not going to help, but that's what because it must be something that people have remembered over the generations.
Yeah, what we realise is a lot of these wives' tales were real, whereas they're trying to make it to us that they're a make-believe thing. It's not real, it's just fantasy. Actually, a lot of these things, were real after all.
Oh, yes, that's
true. I just
true.
wanted to read here. Where does it say? It says in this, for centuries, the onion's medieval value has been praised with doctors' old wives, and it goes on. So, there are other articles in here showing that doctors used to use onions. And
Yeah.
this one is onions left out around the house will absorb germs and will keep people in their home healthy. So this is an article today, but when I watched it, it was talking about the past. This is what doctors used to do.
Right.
Anyway, we're coming to the end now. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Amy?
Yeah, it's just interesting. Like you said, the wives' tales probably held truth to them, but they don't tell us that nowadays. But I'm sure a lot of that has some truth to it.
Yeah. Obviously now, because now we're going, it's a bit like, the trains, they were electric, then they went into coal and diesel, and then back to electric, and right next to the steam engine in locally is electric trains, but they use the steam engines for the long journey, so that's what people think, it was all steam. It wasn't just steam, it was always electric, but they've got electric into this, and then you go back to that, and it just seems really strange that after all, you don't need the farmer, you need an onion.
Yes, that's it.
After all, it's an onion you need.
That's all you need.
And it's not even just that you put it in the corners of your house and it wards away the infections. It's actually a very good vegetable for your blood and things, isn't it?
Yes, they say it's
So
very
garlic,
good for
these things are good for you.
Yes.